Okay, bear with me. Hey Google, set a timer for 7 minutes.
Sure, 7 minutes. Starting now.
This is me containing myself to 7 minutes. Right, how am I feeling this week? Fed up with myself? Why am I feeling fed up with myself? Because I feel fat. If anybody had told me at the start of my journey that I'd stand here in front of a camera at 9 stone 13 and say I feel fat, I would never have believed it, because I never thought I'd get to 9 stone 13, let alone get below 9 stone 13. I'm standing here today at 9 stone 13, which means I gained half a pound at group this morning, another gain. To be perfectly frank with you, I think I was really lucky, or to be perfectly frank with myself, I think I was really lucky not to hit the 10 stone. I felt like I escaped the guillotine this morning. I've had a week 50-50, on plan, off plan. My food at meal times is okay. It's the crap I'm eating and the crap I'm choosing to eat and the crap I'm choosing to waste my money on that is bringing me down. So I get up in the morning feeling crap about myself, and then I think I'm going to try again, but my heart's not in it. So I need to get my heart back into it. I need to get my head back into it. And I felt really fortunate this morning because we were talking about nothing but free food at group. We didn't go around the room with everybody's weight losses, we just talked about free food. And Naomi had loads and loads of examples of free foods for convenience. Not necessarily the kind of food I would always choose, but free foods that were convenient in a quick situation. We've been told at group this morning that they're trialling a barcode scanner. Everybody's really excited about that, and it is a good thing for Slimming World. It won't be any help to me, but it is a good thing for Slimming World. And I guess we're coming into the 21st century, and I need to keep my faith in this plan because it's the only ever plan that has worked for me. I know it works, but I know I've got to work it. And I know at the moment I'm not putting 100% into it, and I need to. And my determination is to get back into target because that's where I feel well. I mean, at 9 stone 13, I do not feel unwell, but I feel fat, and I don't like it. I don't feel streamlined, I don't feel lithe, I don't feel lean, I feel chunky. And chunky is not a good feeling. So God knows what I must have been like when I was 22 stone. I've forgotten all that. I've forgotten how bloody awful I felt at 22 stone. And if I'm not careful, I'm in danger of creeping my way back up there. I mean, I've had some really honest comments over the months from people who have regained their weight. And I've had some really honest conversations with people in group who've come back after putting on 5 stone or regaining everything they'd lost and more besides. And I know that's a reality, and it's just, or could be just as much a reality for me as anybody else because I've done it before. And I need to remind myself about that. I need to remind myself about the time when I went to my friend Jimmy. This was an elderly chap who used to live around the corner. I went to his funeral on the day I hit 10 stone 6 and thought I was the bee's knees. And I wore a skirt just above my knee, like a suit, you know, and high heels, and I felt $1 million. And I stayed there for all of about 3 days. And then the weight just went back up. And it didn't go up in half pounds like it has this week. It went up in half stones. And that's me at my worst, because I am a compulsive eater, I am a greedy person, I am a bulimic. When I want to be, I can turn that back on, and that frightens the life out of me. I am an emotional eater, I am a comfort eater, I am all of these things, but I am all of those things when I choose to be. I've got it within my power not to be any of those things. But sometimes the lazy side of me says it's easier to do that. It's easy to think about bulimia, it's easier to think about comfort eating, it's easier to think about overeating, it's easier to think about instant gratification, it's easier to buy the next size up in clothes. So come on Jane, let's go out shopping, let's buy some size 14s next. And then before you know it, you'll be buying size 16s, and then before you know it, you'll be shopping in Evans again. And I need to really slap myself in the face and say, stop it. Because when I'm on plan and I'm eating according to the Slimming World programme, I love it. I love the way I feel, I love the food I can eat, and it's about getting out of bed in the morning and feeling like I've got energy. It's about wanting to go walking with Joe later in the day and wanting to like march up the hills. It's about having enthusiasm. It's about sleeping better. It's about fitting into the bath and being able to roll over in the water. When I used to dread staying in hotels because the baths were always so small that if you put me in the bath, there was water behind me, there was water in front of me, and I was the bloody dam in the middle. It was about staying in hotels and the shower cubicles were too small. And all those things, you know, chairs being too small, cars being uncomfortable. I've moved on from all that. But unless I actually get my arse in gear and follow the plan and learn to enjoy it and learn to appreciate it and be grateful for it, I'm heading back down that road. And I don't know that that is the right place for anybody. And I know other people put on weight, and I know other people make a joke of it, and I know other people keep coming back and doing it over again, but I don't want to be one of those people. I want to be the me who this time finally got the weight off and is keeping it off in the long term. I'm 4 years and 2 months down the road from hitting target. 4 years and 2, and in a way it's like I've become so blasé about it. But I went out on Thursday night and I wore a cashmere sweater that I've not worn for a few months because it actually felt too big for me. And I went out on Thursday night and I put it on and it fit me. That upset me. That upset me. I didn't mind paying £120 for a sweater that was too big and I was probably going to give it away. But I do mind actually fitting back into it. And standing here in this jumper today, I just said to Joe, this still feels fine, but the arms don't. I can feel where the weight's gone on my arms. Anyway, time's up. That's my 7 minutes. I'm going. Cheers.